Woo! It is the second time around, and I think we have audio. Jump in the chat and let me know you can hear us. We are live at Isaiah Hodgins' camp. He was here, and you couldn't hear it. But my man Dan over here did some IG. So if you want to hear what Hodgins said when he showed up, you can go to Instagram and check that out. So we are live here at Isaiah Hodgins' camp. If we have audio, because we had some audio problems, let us know in the chat. Otherwise, that's Nikki 6. That's Danny B.
What's up, guys?
And Nikki's kind of getting closer, I think, so she can get in the screen.
I'm not getting closer until you call me Queen Rush.
All right, Queen Rush, moving the screen a little bit. And thanks for tuning in. So it's your Saturday night. It's 5:30. You're having a cocktail. Maybe you're cooking some dinner, right? Tune in. Check us out. There are 150 kids behind us stretching out. Hodgins has already said he's looking at matchups. So he's also said he's working on his burst. That is something that he wants to dedicate his offseason to. He's not worried about hands. He's not worried about routes. He's worried about speed. He wants to keep his speed, which is great because he was always knocked for a guy who wasn't very fast. But guess what? Didn't really matter, did it? Because he had a great year. And now we have him from the beginning of the year, and he's out on the West Coast working with Dimes and Waller and a bunch of guys. So we're expecting a good kickoff to the 2023 season. Sam Prince is in the building. He's walking around.
Hey, Sam.
What's up?
There's Sam.
What's going on, Sam?
You know we love Sam. We know Joe B is here. You guys know Joe B, right? Boom. There's Joe B.
Hey.
What's up? We always love Joe. And, of course, we've got all of you, the Rush family. So, guys, one is, where's the sun?
It's on the other side of Jersey.
Okay.
For my hair.
Second thing is we're going to draft today the all-time skill positions. Pass catchers, running backs, tight ends. And here, I have a magic list. So when you're watching this back later today, let's say on Spotify or Apple Pods, you can play along too. And, of course, you can just hit me up here on the computer in my pocket, and you can tell me that, of course, I drafted the best. Because that's what happened last time when we drafted offensive linemen. Nikki chose Justin Pugh, and it just basically spiraled from there.
Well, that's karma.
That was karma. That was karma. So the wind just blew everything we have this way. So we lost everything. So, yeah, it's definitely karma. I apologize. I was being cocky. I take it back.
That's what you get for making fun of
Yes, I apologize. But, hey, love doing a live stream for you guys. You guys are fantastic. You guys support everything we do. We're live at Rumson High School. If you want to just cruise by and hang out, come see us. Astroflave, who we love, is here. And a bunch of kids hanging out with our new star wide receiver. Okay, I'm going to read the list. Or wait,
we're going into it.
Let me turn it to you guys.
Mm-hmm.
It's got to be hard because the Giants are known for linebackers, right? We're known for sacks.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't really ever have decades of star offensive players.
Right.
We get one here, one there. You like one, but we never have years of dominating offense. So this is not an easy task. I am going to read off the list of tight ends on this list. Mark Bavaro, Howard Cross, Jeremy Shockey, Kevin Boss. I put Waller on there for you guys. Evan Ingram, Zeke Moat, Jake Ballard, Bear Pasco, and my boy, shout out to Daniel Bellinger. We put him on there for the tight ends. Your running backs. These are a little funny. Don't laugh. Rodney Hampton, Tiki Barber, Ron Dane, Ahmad Bradshaw, Brandon Jacobs, Joe Morris, Otis Anderson, Derek Ward, Rob Carpenter, Saquon Barkley, and Orleans Darkwood. And then, of course, our wide receivers are Armani Toomer, Bobby Johnson, Odell Beckham, Steven Touchdown Baker, Darius Slayton. Yeah, baby. Victor Cruz, Hakeem Nicks, Mario Manningham, Chris Callaway, Ike Hilliard, Plaxico, of course, Sterling Shepard, who, by the way, has an amped camp coming up. So if you want to know where you can see and hang out with Sterling Shepard, check out the amped Twitter or the amped events Instagram. It'll tell you when Shep is coming to town, and you can get tickets for that. And last but not least is Steve Smith. All right.
I didn't even put Evan Ingram on here. How dare you? He dropped the division against the Eagles.
See, this is the kind of crowd that we have to deal with. All right, I'm going to go to the comments here because I want to make sure. Whoa! All the way from
Big boy.
I'm assuming we assume he's in Italy. We're assuming
Wow.
we there's some doubts that you're in Italy. So Tuto, if you can hear us, because we've had some audio problems, Tuto, I need you to type right now and say you can hear us and that you're in Italy. It's 11:30 p.m. here. Rookie teammates are crazy about Queen Rush. My question, Tuto, you only have to answer one question.
Send us a picture.
Yeah, can you hear us? Oh, yeah, and a picture.
Hop on the live.
Oh, no. I'm in Italy, boss, but can you hear me? Can you hear me? He's fast typer, though.
Do you understand the words that are
Coming out of my mouth.
Hey, no one understands the words coming out of your mouth.
All right, so the wind is whipping. I'm gonna defer to Danny. I'm gonna let Danny draft first.
Wow.
Wow.
I'll
Because
defer to Nikki.
no.
Why?
I'm gonna let Danny go first because Danny is like the newest member of the Rush
Who's the newest
team,
one?
and I'm gonna let Danny go first. Now I went last time. I'm going second this time. Loud and clear, right, Tuto?
All right.
Unfortunately, you know what? Cold. You know I love you, man. One of these days, he's gonna give me a compliment.
Cold. I need you to tell Craig to just officially anoint me as Queen Rush. Because I'm sick of this.
I'm not there yet. I'm
sick of this.
I'm still working on it. All right, Danny, I'm going to let you. My question you did, because you're a very analytical guy.
I'm really not, though.
No.
Compared to you, I guess.
Maybe. Maybe. I'm thinking that was a slight
The
somewhere.
shade.
Yeah, what's a little
That
shade?
was more dear, old man shaming.
Oh, yes. Okay. It's true, too. So now I've got it twice. Old man and stupid.
Oh, my
Um,
goodness.
I know. I'm just kidding. We're just having some fun. They don't realize that
We're
I.
joking.
Yes. Yeah.
It's just all
Lighten up.
fun.
What's wrong with you people? Lighten up.
It's
All right.
fun.
So, Danny, would you like a pick of any position, or would you like to go position by position?
We can do whatever you feel like doing.
So the rule,
Like any other draft.
that's fine. There's only 3 rules. One, you have to have 2 tight ends, you have to have 2 running backs,
Oh my God.
and you have to have 4
Oh,
wide receivers.
wait. 2,
So,
It's on the
2,
bottom.
4. Oh, well, I like my stuff
I
on
typed,
the top.
yeah, I typed it on the bottom for it. Okay,
I like it on the
I
top.
am cold. Yes,
Where's your rush
I am
light?
cold. My hoodie is in the Jeep, but I am a man. I am a man because I laid that on Joe B about 10 minutes ago.
He's going offensive lineman on us.
I am. I'm going showing some pipes. All right, Dan, your first draft. Now, again, we are drafting the best skilled positions in New York Giants history. However, it is modern day football, which is 1970 to today. So you're
Okay.
not going to see any Alex Webster, Frank Gifford stuff. All right?
I think this is a layup for me. 1-1. I'm going Tiki Barber, the
Tiki
best
Barber.
all-time leading rusher for the New York Football
All right.
Giants. Right?
So, as much as us older guys know a lot about Tiki Barber should be a Hall of Fame candidate
Yes, he should.
because the guy's got like almost 11,000 yards, rushing.
I'm one of
You
the
know?
few Giant fans that still love him, even though all the other
He's not a good guy. He's done some bad things in his day. But if you're a person who forgives a lot of people, you may forgive Tiki
I
Barber.
forgive Tiki.
He's off the table.
One of my favorites.
All right, so the wind.
Gosh.
The wind is crazy. Everything behind us is blowing like
Everything
crazy.
is crazy.
Okay.
Now. Everything's crazy.
Shout out to Little Rush on his Maryland Nationals tryout today.
Ooh,
Just want to make
alright.
sure I give a shout out to Little Rush because he's the man.
Oh,
okay.
Cole, we love when you mess with Craig. Believe me.
Oh no, we
love it.
I will mess with Craig any chance I get. Yeah, I know. I love you though, Cole. You know that. All right, so look, my favorite all-time running back of all time is always Rodney Hampton, the original number 27. So I am taking number 27. Flying, they used to call him high-flying Rodney Hampton out of Georgia. He wore number 7. He got to the Giants. He became 27. He's got a roughly almost 5,000 yards rushing. I think he's like 40, 45, 4,600 yards rushing. My favorite player as a kid growing up. So I'm
So
going
we
with.
both got our generational running back.
There you go. So 6, it is up to you
Yeah.
to choose. Now you don't have to choose
No,
running back
I
6.
don't. I
You can
don't.
go anywhere you want.
I know. I don't. But I'm going to take Saquon.
What? Now if Saquon Barkley shows up, she's gonna circle Saquon Barkley
Yeah.
on here,
Yeah.
and she's gonna run over
And be like,
to
look,
Saquon. Look, I took you. All right, so Saquon Barkley is off the table. All right,
He's gonna hate both of us.
Dan. No, listen, we're all Saquon fans.
I love
Um,
Saquon.
But I predicted him to have a big fantasy season on your show.
Yes.
Yes.
Not only did that, but one way or another, for all you wackos out there talking about how he doesn't want to be here and he's ripping the locker room apart, and Mike Lombardo with a crappy quote he had.
What the hell he said.
Yeah. Just so you know, go find him and DJ playing hoops this week, right? I can't even say the words, but he said, I chose you, DJ. Be the MFer, because those boys are tight. The locker room is galvanized, and Giants are going to win. Yeah. All right, Dan, you are up for your second, second pick here. Tight end, running back. You going tight end, running back, or wide receiver?
This is going to be fun. A lot of people are going to not hate it, but going to be like, wow, you went with him first. But I'm going Akeem Nicks, first wide receiver off the board. I know Odell's the best one. Toomer has all the stats. But if Akeem Nicks did not get hurt, he would be the all-time greatest Giant.
That's why he's part of Rush, because not only is that 100% accurate, he was also my favorite wide receiver. So I'm feeling a little bit. The guy had these enormous hands.
Gigantic hands.
Gigantic hands. I remember seeing him he played at North Carolina, UNC. I remember seeing him catch a pass.
Yes, behind his back.
His back, like this, and then transfer it with his other hand. It was tremendous watching.
He wasn't the most fastest wide receiver, but he had the breakaway speed when he needed it for scores.
100%. All right, so this is tough for me because, again, two tight ends, two running back, 4 wide receivers. It's kind of like a fantasy football draft where you're starting to feel a little bit of anxiety because someone's going to take your pick. So I got to go where I was meant to go. All right. And I got to take my boy. And I know some of you guys don't feel the same way I do because this guy caught every hard pass and dropped every easy pass. But he was the man if he wasn't hurt on a regular basis. And the only reason why he was hurt on a regular basis is because the dude was balls. He played, he blocked, he ran, he knocked guys out, he ran with no helmet on. He walked right over guys.
I know where you're going.
I'm going Jeremy Shockey.
I knew it.
I had an unhealthy obsession over Jeremy.
I'm going with Jeremy Shockey. He was so fun to watch play.
My whole room had Jeremy Shockey stuff going.
Yep. I bought my dad an autographed Jeremy Shockey helmet that sits in his house to this day. It's one of my favorite pieces because, I don't know. The dude was balls. Again, did get a Super Bowl ring with Carolina, did get a Super Bowl ring with New Orleans, but it was his own worst enemy because he was just way too intense. All right.
One of Tamara's favorites, too.
Yes.
And the sun's finally coming.
Yes, there is a little bit of sun peeking through.
Thank God. Can the wind die down a little bit?
There is a great story about Shockey walking like in Midtown in the rain, coming from wherever, and a limo pulling over and the window rolling down being Mr. Wellington Mara saying, "Shockey, is that you?" And they had such a healthy respect for one another. He put Shockey in the car and drove him home. All right, 6, you're up. Where are you going?
My boy, OBJ.
Yeah, I knew that was coming.
So OBJ is off the table. That's fine. Save your kicking
It's
nets.
fine. You don't like him anyway, so what do you care?
I loved him when he was just a normal dude catching passes all the time until the peeing incident and the kicking net incident and all that
If
garbage.
you're gonna pee somewhere, it might as well be in Philly, like on their end zone. Yeah, might as well be. Right?
Again, we blew again. Hate Philly.
All right, so Dan, you will be at the top.
Okay. I'm going tight end since Craig took the second of the best two. I'm going Bavaro, obvious reasons.
Yep.
He was basically the Giants' #1 target in the 80s, and he stuffed his nails like Shockey.
Guy had broke his jaw and had it wired shut.
And still played.
So if you think you're tough, you're not as tough as Mark Bavaro. Okay. But yeah, it's a little old school for you young cats. Not as old as Cold is, but still old.
Oh, don't make fun of Cole. That's my boy.
Yes, I gotta dig in. I couldn't help it, Cold. I love you. All right. So I need to get a wide receiver on the board. This is again hard for me right here because I got one that I love and there's one that I need. So years ago when I worked for CBS Sports in Philadelphia, they had 2 really, really good defensive backs drafted in the 1st and 2nd round. One was Lito Shepherd and one was Sheldon Brown. And Sheldon Brown told me that this wide receiver was the hardest receiver to cover in the National Football League because of his wingspan, and he caught everything, and he had swag. So I'm going with number 17, Plaxico Burress.
Yeah, you can't argue with that one. There's nothing more I can really say about that. It's Plaxico.
If he didn't shoot himself, we would have had another Super Bowl.
Yeah, we would have back to
Sure.
back.
Back to back.
Cole says he's old, but not old as me. I said that's also a truth. It's very true.
We don't know how old you are. You won't tell anyone.
That's true. I don't tell anyone how old I am. That's okay. I feel youthful. Joe B says 45. All right. You would be up 6.
I'm up. Give me Darren Waller.
Wow.
Because that's how much faith I have.
Wow.
And he's going to be.
Guy hasn't
Me
caught one
too.
best. Don't get me wrong.
I've been
He is
on-
a
I've been on
top,
him for-
Waller is a top 4 tight end in the league if he's healthy. Top 5 if he's healthy. But that was a surprise. That was a shock. 6 is going out on a limb.
That's what I do.
You're right, Darius. Super Bowl 43 would have been
Still got
ours. You're
another
right.
one.
All right, so you're up,
right.
Dan.
I know. I
So-
think he could stay. Let's see.
Is
I'm
there
on-
tampering going on over here?
Oh, there's some tampering going on.
Tampering, yeah.
So
my general
We
manager.
may have to move a little bit this way because the sun's coming out
Or we
behind Danny's
rotate
head.
quickly.
Yeah, we're gonna have to figure that out because the sun is actually coming out behind Dan's head. That's why it's so bright back here.
Look angelic.
He looks angelic. Exactly. So, by the way, thanks for watching another episode of NY Giants Rush. This will be up. Of course, you can see it on YouTube. You can see it on Spotify, Apple Pods, Google Play, all that stuff. And then we're going to get Sam in here. We're going to get Isaiah back in here. We'll get the Astroflave guys in here. We'll see if we can get some kids over here. Dan, you are up.
I'm up. This is going to be fun. All right. Let me get my second wide receiver. I'm going to Monty Toomer. All-time leading receiving yards. He was clutch. He was very underrated in the early 2000s when no one thought he was great, but he was always making plays for us with Collins and later Eli. So
Agreed. Monty Toomer was the epitome of a pro's pro.
yeah, he was a pros pro giant. He was the epitome of what a giant is.
Yep, and way back from the 5-yard
Do you
line,
remember
Sam
what his
Prince
first
is yelling.
number was when he got drafted by
You know,
Michigan?
if you give me a minute, I know it'll come to me because it wasn't odd.
My friend actually found one on eBay and bought it. That's
Really?
his game day jersey. When he
Really?
played the Giant game.
Was it a single digit or no?
No, it was double.
I did know this at one time. It's a great trivia question too.
I know. That's why I'm here.
All right, people, without looking it
You
up
know,
and
Nikki?
cheating, jump into Darius, Tuto, Cold, whoever else is in the room. I'm looking for you guys. I see Brandon. Guys, what number did Toomer wear? Before he changed to
81.
81 with the Giants. All right, so I'm up, and this is a no-brainer for me because like I don't play fantasy. 6 is way off camera. Slide in here, 6. What's the anxiety like when you're in a fantasy league and you have that one person peg that you want and you're still 2 or 3 people away?
Yeah.
Are you worried someone's going to take
Yeah,
you?
especially if you're playing in a league that you
A home
played with
league.
these people for
Yes.
8, 9, 10
They know
years.
your
They
style.
know your style and they know what you're going
And
to
they'll
do.
bust your balls the whole
Yes,
season.
they will. So you know what I usually do? Try to figure out who they're going to take and snag them.
Yeah.
Like I just
Nikki's
snatch
right.
it right from
So
them.
I don't know who Nikki or Dan are taking. So I'm just going out and telling you that I'm taking care of business right out the gate and I'm going Victor Cruz.
Oh, see? Joe was right.
See, we knew you were going to take Shockey though.
Yes, but
Yeah,
I still
we
yeah,
were gonna
but
take
I'm telling you right now, folks. Let me see let me see anybody defend Plax and Victor. Nice. All right. 6, you would be on the board or on the block.
On the
board?
clock. On the clock.
On
What
the
is
clock.
wrong with you? On the clock. Craig,
I don't know.
get off my lawn.
It's been a long day.
Get off my block.
On the block,
I know.
like the trading
This is
block.
so funny though. Yeah, give me helmet catch.
What?
There it
No, helmet catches
No.
is.
Tyree.
Oh, sorry. Other
Sideline.
one. Sideline.
But
Sorry.
no. Oh, you're thinking sideline. That's
Yeah,
the sideline catch.
Sideline
All right, so
catch.
Nikki's taking Mario Manning, which was, by the way,
Ooh.
it's definitely one of the best catches in NFL history.
That was Eli's best throw of all time.
All time.
It's not even close.
All right, so
my
I've got one
shit.
running back, I've got 2 wide
You gotta say the
receivers.
players' names.
So I've got Shockey, Hampton, Victor Cruz and Plaxico. So I am definitely have the better team. But Danny's up here. This next pick is going to maybe put Danny in the lead depending on where he goes.
I got Bavaro, I got Tiki, and I got Akeem Nicks and Amani Tuma.
That is good.
And then I'm going with. See, this is a tough one for running back. Do I go with the Super Bowl MVP or do I go with the all-time leading touchdown scorer for the New York Football Giants, rushing-wise? Or do I go pocket? Do I go Joe Morris? All right, I'm going Joe Morris.
Ooh, it's a good pick. It's a good pick. Because
I have the smallest running back, so that might hurt me at the end.
I know. And Joe Morris did run like an 82-yard touchdown with one shoe on.
There you go. Just for that, I win.
Yep. All right. So I need to go back and get myself a second
with
back.
running backs.
Yep. I need to get me a second running back.
Come on, man.
So right now it's a toss up right now because I'm leaning on a 7th round draft pick, but I know I got to go with the big boy. I got to go with the big boy, and I got to take Brandon Jacobs.
See, this is where
Oh
is where you get. It's okay.
I gotta go. Listen, there ain't nobody stopping Hampton and Jacobs. Ain't nobody stopping that.
I'm gonna get the screen game going. You're not gonna be
All right,
able to
6.
touch
You're
it.
off camera.
Because I'm saving this side of the
This-
table.
Oh,
so
Joe-
flipping up on you.
Behind the scenes, the Beckers
Yeah.
are holding everything down over here.
Yes.
All right, the Beckers are good people. They're holding everything down because of how crazy windy it is.
All right, I need a running back.
All right.
Ahmad Bradshaw.
There you go.
Oh, that's a good pick. Bradshaw off the table. 6 went Bradshaw, which I was thinking she was gonna go with Otis.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
I thought she was. So I've got 2 running backs. So my running backs are
Yeah, me
done.
and Craig are done with RBs.
Yep. All right, Dan, top of the draft. Best skilled players in New York Giants history. S. Brandon Howard. I hope you didn't cheat, but you are right. It was 89. And I'm hoping you didn't cheat. But Brandon, DM me your address and I'll send you a bunch of Rush swag for having the right answer. Boom. Because that's how I roll. All right, we are live from the Isaiah Hodgins camp. It's starting to get a little sunny out. It's definitely windy out. And I'm a little bit chilly, right? Dan is at the top of the draft board right now.
Yeah. All right. So I'm going wide receiver for my 3rd wide receiver. This one's a close to my heart pick.
Oh,
And I'm going Ike Hilliard. The guy was balls. He was a 1st-round draft pick. A lot of people didn't like that, but he was one of my first teams from 97 on. That's when I started watching the Giants religiously. So he was always on the first guys that I remember watching. And I can't forget the first touchdown of the NFC Championship game where he scored. So Ike's always been my guy. And I killed him with Madden, so I'm going Ike.
So I'm going with a completely different philosophy here, right? Because I have such good wide receivers, even though I need to pick up 2 more. I'm going to get caught. I am going to get caught.
My
But
slot is taken care of.
Yep. But guess what? I'm taking the 3rd tight end off the board, and I'm going Kevin Boss.
Okay. I thought it was too early to go, boss, but that's not bad.
Go with Kevin Boss, Shockey and Boss in the house. They both, when Shockey left, Boss took over. So I went tight end. So now I have my 2 tight ends. Everything's blowing like crazy here. So I got my tight end. My tight ends are off the board. I'm only down the wide receivers. 6 is on camera. She's right there. You can see her. The wind's crazy. She's now Craig, you should have it already from the Leonard Marshall tees. I might have it, Brandon, but
CRM for Rush,
yeah, I was
right?
gonna say, like, I'm not working on NetSuite, or yeah.
We gotta get Leonard on again.
Salesforce. I may have kept it. I may have kept it. Tudo wants Queen Rush on the camera. All right, so 6, you're up. What do you got?
I am going Darius Slayton.
Wow.
Wow.
I didn't see that coming.
This is why I don't draft with you guys. You don't know my style yet. Shut up.
Joe B.
Hi.
Joe B's giving the
Hi.
inside info away.
No.
That's why I'm an inside.
You know what? Joe B's a good friend. But Joe B's like, he's the guy that's like blurting out all your secrets. You can't take him anywhere.
I mean, in the comments, they call me Queen Rush. I mean, this is just ridiculous.
Oh, all right, Danny, you're at the top of the board. What do you
All
got?
right, I'm
Wind, I'm cold.
All right. I'm going.
I have a Rush hoodie in my bag.
I have one in my Jeep. I'm gonna go get it. Though I did forget Isaiah Hodgins' gift. I ordered him a sweet navy blue. Oh wait, Miss B, come over here. Show them your sweatshirt. Look, Miss B's wearing one right now. Look, see that? Modeling it off.
Ooh,
She's
so
wearing the
pretty.
Rush hoodie,
Yes.
right? So I thank you very much. That was Mrs. B. I have got a blue one like that for Hodgins, and because I was rushing to get out of the house, thinking of Little Rush and how Little Rush did today, because he's in Maryland, I forgot it at home. So, but it looks good on Mrs. B.
Yes, it does.
So it'll look good on him. What do you got, Dan? You're at the top.
All right,
Bring it.
I'm going Steve Smith.
Oh,
You
that's
know
because
what? Joe
Joe
B.
B over
He's
here.
right though. He got
Big
the biggest,
mouth.
one of the third biggest catch in Super Bowl 42. So
So I'm caught right now between, I need two wide
I'm
receivers.
done with wide receivers and running backs.
So here's what I got left, folks. If you want to know who's left on the board, Bobby Johnson, 4th and 17, right? Everybody knows that famous catch, 4th and
okay.
17. Stephen Baker, the touchdown maker. How could you deny that, right? Chris Callaway. Here's the thing about Chris Callaway. Chris Callaway is probably a top 7, top 5 all-time wide receivers in Giant history that nobody knows,
Yeah.
right? So when you look at those like late 80s, early 90s teams, right?
Yeah,
We
I
didn't
think my first year was the year it was like his last season.
Yeah. So Callaway is like this guy I want to take, right? But I feel like, Shep is right there, but, Shep's been injured a lot. So that's kind of, so I'm leaning on, I don't know. I'm struggling. All right. I'm going to go, Shep, Callaway, Bobby Johnson, 4th and 17, or the touchdown maker.
There you go.
Joe B's trying to influence me from the first row. Yeah, I think I'm going to do it. I need a slot guy. I'm going Shep. There you go. There you have it. A healthy Shep is a great play. I went Shep 6. You're up.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go Callaway.
Of course.
There you go.
Right? Callaway is off the table. I have 3 wide receivers. I need 1 left. Dan, you're at the top.
All right, my final pick.
Final pick for Dan. He's going to blow it.
I'm definitely not gonna blow it, but no one's gonna like this pick. But if we're going fantasy wise, I'll win.
Wait. What position do you need?
Tight end.
Oh, tight end.
Fantasy wise, he's great. He's the
Going.
best one. Yeah.
Going.
No, of course he's going there.
I'm going Evan Ingram fantasy.
No, you lose just for that. You gotta hold the grudge. Boo.
Boo.
Winning, man.
You dropped that
I'm the
pick.
bad. I'm the bad guy. All right.
You dropped
I
it
just
like
wanna
you
win.
dropped the division
wanna
against
win.
the Eagles.
All
I
right.
just want to win.
Wow.
So because again,
You said fantasy rules. He's
yes.
the best one fantasy.
I need
wise.
one.
don't
I need
care.
1 wide receiver left, and this makes it easy for me because I'm taking Steven touchdown Baker, and that would be my final pick, leaving only by default
Yes.
1 last pick for Nikki, which is Bobby Johnson. If you need a wide receiver, but
Someone
I
or do you have your
don't.
receivers?
I have my
No.
receivers.
Or
I need a
she
she
tight
needs
end.
running back or tight end.
Nope. I
No,
have
she's-
my running back.
She needs tight ends. So her last pick will be drum roll.
Give me Kevin Boss.
like a ball.
I already took Kevin Boss.
No.
I already took him.
Blonde
Oh.
moment.
Oh,
No,
Blonde moment.
it's not blonde moment. It's you guys don't see everything over here that's glowing, and I have to hold
I
it.
had it
I
on
wasn't
my
paying.
side.
Wasn't paying
I had
attention
it
to
on
you
my
guys. I was
side.
paying attention to the campers.
I didn't put Mark Ingram in there, Brandon, because he's in jail.
Ooh, wow.
Wow,
Okay.
he went there.
Guys,
But he has-
Guys,
He has
Yes.
amazing
I'll take
sperm
Ballard.
though.
I'll take
He has
Ballard.
he has
Yes.
amazing-
yes. Who'd you go with?
Ballard.
Listen, Jake Ballard, friend of the
Yeah,
show.
that was gonna be my pick, but
So Jake Ballard was an Ohio State guy. I'm a Michigan State guy. So Jake and I go back and forth every year. But Ohio State always kicks Michigan State's ass every single
Yeah.
year. So it's really hard. All right, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go get a sweatshirt because I'm cold. And I'm going to let Nikki and Danny talk some fantasy football. Maybe Joe B will stop in and tell a joke or two. And I will be right back. Now, if you're asking where the giveaways are, I don't have them. I forgot them. I will be right back. All right,
Hey, are
the
you
floor,
coming in to tell jokes?
the floor is yours.
The floor is ours.
I will be back. Boom.
So
All right.
who won?
I think I won.
What? You
But-
guys all do
You
this.
can read them
You
all.
guys all do this. You all go, oh, I think I won.
Of course, we're not gonna say you won.
Yeah.
No, I don't know about
Oh,
that.
what? Oh my God. What are
Oh,
you
we're doing
out
Oklahoma
there?
drills.
Yeah.
It looks like
Oh my goodness.
someone just got juked out. There you go. So, all right, let's run it through.
All right.
I got Mark Barbaro and Evan Ingram at tight ends. I know everybody's gonna hate my Ingram pick, but screw you guys.
Yeah, we need it.
Everybody's gonna hate my running back pick, but he's the greatest offensive giant of all time. So screw you too. And I got Joe Morris, was kind of iffy, but I'm gonna represent the '80s Giants, so I'll go him. I picked him.
He picked them.
All right, don't talk bad about Joe Morris.
No, that's what I said.
Wow.
Okay, good.
And then wide receiver, I had Toomer, I got Akeem Nicks, and Ike Hilliard, and Steve Smith. So fantasy-wise, I thought I did good. But so with you, we'll run yours through quickly. You took Waller and Ballard,
Yep.
tight ends.
Yep.
Then you got Saquon and Ahmad Bradshaw, so that's
Yep.
obviously good as
Yep.
well. And then we have Odell,
Yep.
Darius Slayton,
Yep.
Mario Manningham, and Shep
Chris Callaway.
Callaway. Okay.
Oh,
I didn't write
now
that.
I wasn't paying attention.
I was done with my draft.
Oh.
You know, you're once you're done, you don't
Oh
pay
my
attention.
Gosh. Well, I wasn't paying attention before because I think I have
And
ADD
then-
and I was watching the camp and not letting.
All right, and then
Everything's
King
blown away.
Rush, Craig. He had Shockey and Boss as tight ends. He had Jacobs and Rodney Hampton. You can't. That's going to be a tough backfield. Then he has Victor Cruz, Plexico. He did Bobby Johnson and Shepard, right?
He did.
So
I think I should win just based on I went out on a limb and took Waller because he is going to
yeah,
have a huge fantasy.
I mean,
year.
he really should have it. Obviously, we should hope to God he stays healthy.
yeah.
I think with our scheme, he really should. Hopefully, it's a big sign that
He's
he
going to
can't.
open up the offense.
Yes,
Yes.
absolutely. Well,
Yeah.
we hope.
He will.
He's going to be our number one target unless we draft someone next Thursday.
Please, God.
Are
please.
you? Let's talk about Thursday just a
Let's
little
talk
bit.
about Thursday a little bit.
You still confident about wide receiver?
Yes.
If he's on the board and if you're Joe Shane, who are you calling right away? And I'm like, I'm getting this
I
guy.
want Zay Flowers.
You want Zay.
Obviously.
You want Zay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Listen, we
with-
told you this though.
Yes.
We talked about center. Like that's a reach at 25.
Right,
I'm
no,
sorry.
big time
I
reach.
maintain that that's a reach.
Um,
But you know, I could see them going corner too.
yeah,
I'd be all right with that.
I'm with you on that. Like I said a couple weeks ago, I think corner might be it, but there's a lot more corners than wide receivers. So, I'm leaning between Flowers and Johnson for
Yeah.
the big body, but
Yeah.
people are starting to scare off for whatever odd reason. Whatever. We'll see on Thursday.
They always do. That's what they do. Get
so-
scared off a week before.
So all right. So we're at the Isaiah Hodgins camp.
Yeah.
We'll talk fantasy wise.
Yeah.
With the names of giant wide receivers, before if we don't get wide receiver in the draft first round.
No, don't put that into the universe.
Okay, I have to be devil's advocate. Out of all the guys in the room right now, who would you say would be the biggest upside fantasy wise? And I'll tell you mine.
Of all our wide receivers.
Oh yeah, on the roster this second.
I was like,
So
20 of
obviously you gotta say Isaiah Hodgins.
them.
'cause
Yeah,
we're at his
Isaiah
camp.
Hodgins.
Obviously he looked like it took half a season for him to get adjusted
Yeah.
with the Giants. He was literally here within the bye week, and then he came back and he was our leading receiver. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
fantasy wise, I think he'll get the targets.
Yeah.
Wide receiver wise, so I would look into getting him. And I'm gonna go wild card. I think Paris Campbell, if he stays
Yes, I like
healthy,
Paris Campbell.
Daniel hopefully finds a way to get enough time to throw the ball down the field, and you get him going. And then, like I've always said, Slayton's a good number 3.
Yeah.
He's not the main focal point. He's going to get his production. I would always, in the later rounds, hopefully get Slayton. So
Yeah, I'm with you there.
but in your fantasy league, that will be more of like, oh my God, you're a homer from everybody that isn't a Giant fan, and you're going, you know what it is. He has to get target. The Giants have to get target somewhere. So Slayton, there we go. But obviously, I think we both agree on Hodgins. Obviously,
I like Paris Campbell too. I think that'll be a sneaky good pick. You can stash him too on your bench. You might need him like
There
week
you go.
8, week 9
Yeah.
when everybody's getting hurt.
I'm with you on that. Especially the bye weeks is huge.
Yes. Yes.
So let's see what else. Let's see. We're trying to think. I'm on the fly. I'm just like improv right now.
It is improv.
So
Your show B. We need to do improv comedy.
Yeah, we
it's
need Joe B.
improv because it's hard to go live and watch the kids have a good time as well. What are they doing over there? Can you see?
it looks
Oh.
like they're doing flag football Oklahoma drills. So basically, you have a defensive player.
She got it. Oh my
Nice.
god, it's amazing.
So basically, all
Hello.
hello guys, what's up?
What's
Yeah,
up?
nice
Just
to
want to
meet
say
you.
thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi, Nikki. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to
My
meet
son
you.
Joey.
Hi,
Joe.
hi.
I managed to give you
Oh yeah. We gave him the tickets.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Craig got
Awesome.
him Texas. I'm glad you guys are having fun.
Yeah.
so
You guys
far, so
enjoying?
We got here
Good.
before, and they were like, "Oh yeah, you're an hour early."
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was pretty interesting. Yeah, but
Yeah.
there's two of them. One's at 4 to 8, the other one's at 5 to 8.
Yeah, that's on us
Sorry
for not
about
telling you that.
Yeah.
Because we literally found out yesterday as well, so that's on us.
So you guys live streaming or anything?
Yeah, we're
We
live
are
streaming.
right
If you
now.
guys want to hop
Wow.
on, we'll talk Gmail if you guys want.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Come
hop in.
on. Hop in.
Jeez.
Hop in. Hop in. What's Tuto saying? Nikki, I'm healing and recovering from all my surgeries ahead of my scheduled recovery. I'm clear to hit irons in 10 days by our medical staff. Hope you've got Peacock reactivated by July 1. Well, I didn't deactivate Peacock.
Yeah,
So
you just have people.
because Housewives is
Housewives more WWE for me.
okay.
Well, yeah,
we gotta
I mean,
watch
you
Tuto.
do get all of the WWE content. by
So
having Peacock.
we're gonna go say the names again. We got say your names live so everybody hears you.
Joe Smith and Joe Smith.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
This is
we
really
made it
tough.
easy.
Smith.
You're not gonna,
Okay.
Wow.
We
we
got,
made it
tough
easy.
to
we got the
remember and everything.
Smiths. So we'll start easy with you guys. So how long have you guys been Giant fans? And then we'll lay it up with who might be your favorite all-time Giant.
Yeah.
We can go with that. We'll start easy with you guys.
I'll go back to the Joe Morris days.
Okay.
in
So
86.
you like my draft pick though.
Yeah.
Oh my god. You
There we
guys
go.
are ridiculous.
So
But I'm sure he's gonna like yours. So
I hope Saquon comes so I can dig. Listen.
Oh, we got a water break
Oh,
right now.
water break. This is so cool.
Okay, so Joe Morris.
Joey,
What's
up, buddy?
I've been a Giants fan, since I was born. Kind of from this guy.
That's
Yeah.
how it goes.
Born into it. That's how it happens.
Favorite all-time Giant? It's pretty tough. I say Michael Strahan.
Michael Strahan. Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm not gonna
Nice.
say gun to your head, but if your life depended on it, so it'd be Strahan.
Yeah.
Okay, that's my guy too. So Nikki, who's your all-time favorite Giant? I never
Eli
asked you this.
Manning.
It's Eli. All right,
Of course.
can't go wrong with that.
Can't go wrong with Manning.
It's
I
so
mean,
he's like my 1A, 1B, 1C. Yeah, I got you. So
The discussion though always is going to be who would you rather have in a Super Bowl, Phil Simms or Eli
see,
Manning?
that's the conversation I
gosh.
text Craig every now and then and get his mind going of all-time Giant stuff.
Yeah.
He picks Phil Simms over Eli
Why?
because I guess that's why
That
he's
86
tough,
Super
yeah,
Bowl. I mean,
tough as
you know,
nails.
yeah,
I was born in '87, so I
yeah,
missed it
75
all.
for me.
Oh,
So, I
we're
mean,
not throwing ages out here.
I'm
guys.
sorry. You don't have to say it.
Do you know how much Botox I have to get to not talk about my age?
You're still a baby. You got nothing to worry about.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. Don't worry
I
about it.
wish.
So let's see. All right, so you guys are amped up for Thursday night
Guys,
with
come
the
on.
draft?
Come on.
Absolutely.
Come on the podcast. Come
Well,
on.
I know.
Hey,
Let's
you guys
let's
don't
let's
look
talk
at
turkey.
it.
That's why we're here.
Let's talk about
let's
the
talk turkey.
champ, you guys.
Yeah,
so
let's
you're
talk about
live on the podcast. Tell everybody your name.
I'm Connor. I'm Henry.
All right, they got our free tickets. Guys, how's camp so far? What are you guys working on out there?
A lot of footwork.
What's your name?
Michael.
Michael.
Hi, Mike.
Okay.
What's up?
A lot of footwork. Okay. What else you guys working
Oh,
on?
that's this
Ball
kid?
security. Ball security. Okay.
That's
How,
the youngest
how
one.
is Isaiah
Okay.
Hodgins? Is he awesome? Yeah.
He said he's gonna call Saquon Barkley if we do good.
Oh, you guys better
you
do
guys
good
better
then.
do good then, or else you know.
Oh, man, come on.
He might give us his number.
Oh, that's really
Okay,
cool.
there you go.
Hey,
All
listen.
right.
I
Can
know.
you
Keep-
share it with us, or you gotta keep it a secret?
We're not
Yeah,
doxing
we need
Saquon
that.
Barkley, so don't even think about it.
We need
Um,
that. What are you guys working on next? I don't know. We don't know.
So who won the Oklahoma drills just now? I heard a lot of who in the hollering. Oh, there we go. One of the Beckers.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
That's it.
I think water's over.
All right,
Water's
there we
over.
go.
Back at it,
I hope you got
everybody.
some water.
All right, so we
All right.
we
had
do
to
want to
to
talk
the
draft.
kids. We had
We do
talk
wanna
to
talk
the
draft?
kids.
We could talk draft.
Let's
So
talk draft.
this is the first time in a couple years. Obviously, we don't know who we're going to take. It's a complete crapshoot. Are you
First
team?
time not picking in the top 10 in
Right.
a while. That's why. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
So are you guys more of the wide receiver, DB, or dare I say center or D
Won't say
tackle?
center.
good call, Nikki. I agree with you wholeheartedly
Okay.
on that. Now, at the same time, I think back to 2017 here.
Right.
Who did we draft in 2017?
17 was everything there.
Okay.
Ugh.
Who went, what, 6, 7 picks later? A guy named TJ Watt?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
we can't be doing that.
No, I know. And that's why
We did that
everybody
on
says
Rush Hour
focus.
this week.
everybody that's focused on wide receiver right now. When you have guys like A.T. Perry going later, guys like Jonathan Mingo going later, I think I'd much rather either go corner.
Okay.
And a lot of people are saying Drew Sanders later in the second, if he's available.
Right.
I would hate to see them lose a guy like Drew Sanders when you could have him next to
Okay.
Okereke.
That's okay. That's
what
a
I mean?
name I
Tuto's
haven't.
going center. Tuto at 25. I think it's a reach.
No, it's a big time reach.
No.
I
not
think
like
I-
opportunity with Michigan later on.
Yeah, later on, or I would definitely consider maybe if something's going crazy and it's a whole center run in the second round, maybe trade up. We have 10 picks,
Absolutely.
so
Yeah.
it's now or never to make a trade. It's this season or not. So I think Joe and the rest of the gang are gonna make some moves like they did last year in the second round. They did it twice, right?
Yes.
So-
And make sure you guys tune in Wednesday for Rush Hour. We are doing our mock draft.
This-
Trades and all.
Trades and all.
Trades and
Wow.
all.
Okay.
Trades and all.
I can't wait to pick your brain on that one.
Who's your favorite quarterback in the draft?
My favorite quarterback in the draft. I'm going the one from Alabama. I'm going
Bryce Young?
Bryce Young.
That's the safety.
Yeah.
Yeah. We like to sometimes play.
Why don't you sit up?
So
Why don't you get on
sit up.
camera?
Yeah. So
Step up, buddy.
yeah, you sit.
Yeah, Tuto, I'm with you on Schmidt. I like him, but I just
All
think you don't need to get him at 25.
Baby Joe.
Baby
If
Joe.
you have if you're Joe Shane, Thursday night, phone rings, who you calling?
Yeah, I'm kind of casual, so I might make a bad take. here.
No, there's no bad
There's no
takes.
bad takes, unless it's Craig making take.
Yeah, Craig's the only one. Gun, no guns to your head.
No guns to your head.
Wait, what's the question again?
Who are you taking at
First
25?
round.
Who might take it first round? Honestly, it just depends on who's on the board. I'm not too keen on the prospects right now.
Okay,
All
But I
right.
would probably go corner first.
there you go.
All right.
You know,
like
like
that.
there's no real like corner two to Adoree. So,
Right.
because like when you saw when Adoree was out, secondary didn't look too good. Same with McKinney.
I'm with you on that one. That's
I like
why
that.
I'm on cornerback as well.
I mean, you got Forbes.
Also,
You
I
know,
don't see too
yeah, I
many.
like
Yeah,
Forbes.
got
You got Joey
Forbes,
Porter
Frank.
Jr. who
Yeah.
could slip. I
If
mean,
he
might-
slips,
he might
if
slip.
he slips, where that's going to be awesome.
You might-
Yeah, he's definitely going to Pittsburgh. That would be the most Pittsburgh thing ever.
absolutely. But, hey, listen, weirdest things have
And
happened.
no, definitely. And then Banks from
CJ Stroud dropped.
Banks.
then
Yeah.
Banks from Maryland's been
Deontay Banks is a
Yeah.
he's been our name
Yeah.
floating around.
I also like another player from that Maryland team, Raheem Jarrett,
the other
wide receiver.
Oh, the wide receiver.
Okay.
Wide
Okay.
receiver,
All right.
Raheem Jarrett.
All right.
I mean, he's probably, he could be a 4th or 5th round sleeper. Kid looked great at the combine.
Okay.
Had some hard cuts. He's got the speed, but he might be a sleeper that we can find later on. We're talking again about getting wide receiver later on in the draft.
Okay.
Mingo and Harry and Raheem
Do
Jarrett,
you guys
guys
like
that.
fantasy football?
Been running leagues since 2003 and
I-
first
All right.
since
There you go.
1998.
There we
Wow.
go. All right,
All
so
right.
Team, yeah.
we got someone in the bowlers league.
Yeah, we do.
We're actually starting a fantasy league, three
Yes,
fantasy
3
leagues.
fantasy leagues.
Ricky's gonna run an all-female league.
Yep.
Then we're gonna have a money league.
paid
We didn't
league.
discuss the price yet, unless Craig and Nikki did. And then a new league, brand new. Sam Prince is here. What's up,
Sam
Sam?
Prince is here.
Hey,
What's up?
the guy who made the pick.
Yes.
Yes.
The man,
Yes.
Sam.
Sam, come around.
Come on, Sam. Come on.
It's been a year. Life has changed dramatically the last year.
Yes, it has.
As
Yes,
a-
it
here,
has.
let me give you my seat, man.
Come on,
All
I'll be right
right,
back.
Okay.
I gotta take a shot.
Okay,
you
you
take
take
some
shots.
shots.
I will be back.
Take shots.
We gotta ask
Sam
him
the
how crazy life's been the last year because it's
He's a
honestly
superstar. He's
been the
famous.
last year. And good for him. I'm happy to see he's doing well.
Yes.
So
We love Sam.
let's see, Joe's. Let's see. What else we want to ask the Joes?
What else do you want to ask?
I don't know why
Joe?
I'm raspy already.
What is, aside from the 2 Super Bowls, do you have a favorite moment in?
Honestly, when they picked Barkley too. And I got,
Wow.
I don't know,
Yeah.
man.
You know what?
I remember text messages of like we're screwed, and I'm like, all right, I'm always the half full guy. I'm like, well, he's
Exactly.
Saquon.
it's
Yeah.
Saquon. I mean,
I know.
you know what I mean?
And we look smart now doing it because none of the
Look at all the other
quarterbacks.
quarterbacks.
We
Arnold,
really lucked out.
Baker. I mean,
True.
at the same time, Josh Allen. But Josh
Yeah,
Allen.
Josh, my
Josh
one
Allen
friend,
is circumcised.
my one friend said Josh Allen, and I was like, All right. Now every year he's like Josh Allen. Look at him. I'm like, I know,
But
man.
nobody was out there looking
Yeah,
to pick
he's
Josh
like
Allen
he's
in there.
basically like Anthony Richardson this year.
That's what I say.
It's almost like you said.
I literally just had this conversation with him a little while ago. Now Richardson only been playing for 13 games. You know what I mean? And that's why I think he's got a ton of potential, but it depends on where he goes. If
Right.
he goes to
I
a
think if he
team.
goes to
I saw
Carolina, he's not going to be good.
that means
Well-
he's the first pick, and that's gonna be nuts.
Yeah, I don't think he's getting picked over Bryce Young.
I
Bryce Young,
think-
No, the Panthers did this with Cam Newton.
Yeah.
they did, but
By the way, let me
mean,
ask
he
you
was
guys
more
about
accomplished.
Cam Newton real quick. Do you think Cam Newton is a backup now, or can he still win a starting job depending where he goes?
I mean,
I mean, like, the only places that he can start really is like the Commanders. Then again, that's iffy. Sam Howell looked pretty good against the Cowboys.
Yeah, he's got to beat
Texans,
Sam
but,
Howell.
you know,
Yeah.
It's Davis Mills. Too much competition.
I mean, right now I think he's a backup, but obviously he could be that guy if your team's hurt and you need him for a
The
couple
Cardinals,
weeks.
for example.
Yeah, he
I
could
mean,
be.
he still wants to play. Looks
Yeah,
like
he
with
does.
the videos he's put out there that he does
and
still want to
he's
play.
won me so much money, so I hope
So we're fans of Cam Newton.
Yeah, man.
he's won me so much money. I hope he comes back.
Poor guy fell off a cliff, though. I mean,
Yeah, well,
once
that's
you
what
show
always
the shoulder
happens.
problem-
You know what? He's best dressed though. I look forward to
No,
his
he
press
looks like a
conferences.
45-year-old woman.
No. Every time he
When
would
he cut
come,
his hair,
He looks like a
started again.
rich 45-year-old woman.
Well, he looks like he's going to the Kentucky Derby every week.
oh,
Yeah, the
I
hats,
want to
you
go
know,
to
he
the
was doing
Derby.
Kentucky
I'm
Derby
so
thing.
excited.
The Elmer
You got the
Fudd
hat?
hat.
Which hat you got for him?
I have actually a lot of Derby hats because I have a work event every year I go to when we go to Monmouth Racetrack,
There
and
you
you have to
go.
dress up like you're at the Derby.
Okay.
So
A little betting on the ponies.
yes,
See the
I'm
fun-
oddly good at it.
I live
I'm
15
oddly
minutes
good
away
at
from
it.
Belmont. I've never gone.
went.
I gotta go.
You gotta go.
Yeah.
I'm
And
oddly good at
I
it.
lived around a corner from Aqueduct too, so I just
Good
never
times,
done.
right?
Yeah, I never gone.
Oh,
So I would. I
we're
would
gonna
like
have to
learn.
do like a rush, a meetup there, and we'll all bet on.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do the quick picks for me, at least. You know, I'm not
I'll
up on
follow
a
your
horse
lead
and
because
pony
I-
game.
don't really have
I have no idea how to. I have no idea how to pet horses. I have no idea.
Oh, you just pick like.
So
my
this guy
grandma's
has a
really
good
good at
name.
it. Yeah.
This guy has a good name.
I learned
out
from her. I'm just oddly good at it.
there. There you go.
You really think Rainbow Dad?
That's the first name.
He's got 5 sisters. He knows all of My Little Pony
Oh,
stuff at this
okay,
point.
okay. Nikki, who's your favorite My Little Pony? Since we're talking My Little Ponies.
My Little Pony. You
Yeah,
know
you
what?
just brought it up.
I
Oh,
didn't bring it up either.
I didn't.
You
I
said
wasn't
Rainbow
a My
Dad.
Little. I
Come
didn't
on,
watch My Little Pony.
Okay.
I'm more like a.
Little Joe coming in with the
Yeah,
with
no, I
My
didn't
Little Pony.
watch.
Yeah.
No, that's more like a Power Ranger.
Okay.
My Little Pony NFL.
When's it gonna happen?
Little Joe, when was your first favorite Giant moment other than the Super Bowl?
No, I haven't been watching football all that long.
What'd you do last year? Where'd you go?
I did only go to Hard Rock and watch Mike Lennon, but not really doing
Oh,
it.
that's
So that was the week. I think it was what, week 16? The backup of the backup of the backup. And he was on the Bills. Who was the quarterback we were hoping that was going to get?
Oh, Jake Fromm.
Thank you, Jake Fromm, warming up on the sidelines. Mike Lennon starting. I mean, that was a rough game. That was his first game that he ever
That was
went
your
to.
first game?
And he was at Hard Rock. So,
Yeah, at least it was in Florida.
yeah. I mean,
My
it
first
was a
Giant
positive.
game was 2004, and we lost to the Detroit Lions with Joey Harrington.
Oh,
That was my first ever Giant game. Then my next game, I upped it up. It was Eli's first win when we beat Dallas that year.
Nice.
So I like to tell everybody that was my Always lie.
Giants.
That's my first
official
game.
Giants party. That's awesome.
Yes, Darius, I am a Power Ranger person. So I always played the Pink Power Ranger,
Oh,
and I'm very
wow.
upset when how did they not reach out to me for casting? I want to be
There
the
you
Pink Power Ranger.
I was
There's a blonde
Well, you
girl
don't want to
playing
do that because apparently everybody that does the Power Rangers dies like within the
Yeah,
next couple of
rumor.
years.
We don't-
So
We don't want to do that. So what we're going to do is take a break, and we're going to be back later when Isaiah Hodgins comes back to talk to us. So we will see you all shortly.
thank you, Joes. I'll catch you later.
Thanks,
Bye,
guys.
guys.
Thank you.